We don't know the origin of this novel coronavirus. We know it was first discovered actually in Wuhan around the end of December. However, it likely was spreading before that for some period of time, maybe weeks or a month, because the first case that was reported did not have any contact with this animal market. We know that coronaviruses are adept at jumping from other animal species into humans, and that there's a large selection of coronaviruses that naturally circulate in bats. So we'll probably find that the ultimate origin of this virus is from bats, but it may have used an intermediate animal that could be present in some of the wet markets in China that allowed it to that facilitated its jump into humans. But we don't quite know the origin of this virus yet. It is spreading between human to human through what's called the respiratory droplet route, which means the droplets of mucus that emanate from your body after you cough or you sneeze. Those are big droplets that usually don't travel more than 6 feet before being pulled to the ground by gravity. It looks like the incubation period is probably around 6 days, although it can extend maybe up to 2 weeks. And there's a little bit of debate about that. And that's also another open question that we're trying to find an answer to understand what the incubation period is. That's another open question. We really don't have a good idea on severity. We're starting to get some indications of severity, but it's really important to understand that there's going to be a lot more mild cases than severe cases, because coronaviruses cause a spectrum of illness, and some people may have a very mild common cold-like illness, and some people may be deathly ill with pneumonia. And we really need to understand where this coronavirus fits on that spectrum. Is it more likely to cause mild illness, or like some of the community circulating coronaviruses that cause about a quarter of the common colds every year? Or is it more like SARS or MERS, which have a really greater capacity to cause deadly disease? And that's something that we're starting to find out. And I think as more data comes out, it's looking more like this is an intermediate virus that's not quite as deadly as SARS or MERS, but is more deadly than our community-acquired coronaviruses. There's no specific treatment for coronaviruses, so those that require hospitalization may need supplemental oxygen, they may need intravenous fluids, they may need breathing support through a mechanical ventilator, but there is no antiviral medication that you can give a person with a coronavirus yet, although there are some that are being tried in clinical trials right now.